This is a very big moment, my friends. Anthem, I just played tons and tons of it, and now I'm bringing it straight to you. From the very beginning of the game, we've got an hour of footage to help find out if this game lives up to the hype, if this game is truly a Destiny competitor, and if this game can help turn BioWare around. I'm bringing you an hour of juicy full game footage. It is super exciting to finally play and finally find out if this is legit. Big thanks to EA Game Changers for flying me out to the event so that I could play 2 days worth of Anthem and share it with you. If you guys enjoy and want to see more, definitely hit that like button. It helps out a lot. And let me know in the comments down below what platform you are going to check out Anthem on. If you're going to check it out, I want to know. By the end of this video, you should have a pretty good idea of what the game is about. Now, it is a bit of an earlier build, so there may be a bug or two. I didn't see any, but I'm just putting it out there. We are going to dive straight in. I skip over the first tutorial missions. We weren't allowed to capture those, but it picks up right after that, right when you get to base for the first time. This is going to be good. I've been waiting a while. Here it comes. Anthem.
Here we are, back in Fort Tarsis. The last stop on the Bastion frontier.
If it isn't my favorite freelancer. I hear you've been busy.
You know how it is, though. Another day, another disaster averted.
What have you done this time?
Nothing. My armor's fine. Probably. I hope.
Welcome home. You should swing by my amplifier in the Enclave.
Something wrong?
No, not wrong. More like fun. Drop on by whenever.
Fort Tarsis is giving me some serious Space Mountain vibes, like an unfinished Space Mountain up there with that large metal structure. This is the home base of the game, and this is where the BioWare apparently comes in. The dialogue, the little bit of decision trees, they're going to be here. We're going to pick up our missions. It is the hub. It eventually will be the social space, and it is where we meet Owen. And these guys kind of just hanging out. The game is gorgeous. Played on PC, everything recorded on PC. It is a looker, that's for sure. But does it hold up gameplay-wise? Have they done enough new here? We'll have to see. We'll have to see. All these little Cortex readings, they're basically codex things that you can add to sort of your in-game encyclopedia. We got daily, weekly, monthly challenges. I have been on kind of a media blackout with this guy because I wanted to just come into it fresh and see for myself if it really could be something special or if it would be a big letdown. Freelancer loyalty. You're going to notice a lot of systems here that seem familiar but maybe have a little bit of a twist. That's to be expected.
Yeah, you see what I mean? You picked up on that, right? Little warble? It's warbling, right?
All readings fall within acceptable tolerances.
You gotta look past the numbers for once in your life. Something is off. The connection is a bit fuzzy.
How do you quantify fuzzy?
You don't quantify fuzzy. You don't measure it. You don't count it. It's nothing like that. It's a feeling.
Everything okay here, Owen?
Yeah, well, on your last mission, I noticed that the Cypher Chair was giving off some very strange feedback.
All readings fall within acceptable tolerances.
No, it's your call, but if you ignore it and something goes wrong...
I will find an Arcanist and perform a full protocol inspection on this unit.
There's nothing wrong with the chair, is there?
No.
Why are you always stirring up trouble?
What are you talking about? I've just done her a massive favor. You've got no idea how boring it is being a Fort Cypher. She does not get to work with a freelancer. She does not get to see the world through the eyes of a Javelin pilot. No. You know what she gets to do? She gets to relay official messages back and forth to ciphers at the capital day after day after day.
Some people like boring. Not everyone's cut out to be a freelancer.
So you have said. But you have to admit, that last mission would have gone better with a partner.
I have a partner. You. Every good Javelin pilot needs a cipher.
That is not what I meant. Look, if I had a suit of my own, I could be out there in the field with you.
Dial down your boosters, hotshot. With more training, you'll get your chance. I promise.
Fine. It's not like we could afford a spare suit anyway. The job board is empty.
We'll figure something out. We always do.
Yeah. Do you ever regret missing out on the glory days? Back when freelancers were treated like heroes. Contracts would just fall into their laps. Everywhere they went, they were given respect. And free sandwiches.
Free sandwiches?
Yeah, I haven't had my lunch yet. I'm starving. We're on a tight budget here.
Budget has room for sandwiches.
You're probably right. You know what? Why don't you head over to the forge, get your Javelin tuned up, so we're ready to roll if a contract does fall into our laps.
Now, you guys may already know this, but just to go over some terminology, Javelin is the name of the suits that will wear the Iron Man-esque suits that come in 4 varieties, 4 classes. Anthem is actually this big life-creating thing. It's kind of like the main central point of the plot. It's like the cradle of life. Everything originated from it, and that apparently will come into crystal clear focus as you progress. You know it's a BioWare game because you start out after the tutorial doing a lot of just kind of exploring, learning, talking, stuff like that, which is pretty cool, I think, given much more of that single-player story vibe. In fact, we're going to play this solo to start off here and see what that is all about. But I want to get into the action and see if the flying, the gunplay, if all of it is excellent, because it's got to be excellent. For a game that is going to be all about shooting, for a game that's going to be all about doing that over and over, and utilizing your abilities, it's got to be
You waiting
good.
to get in too?
Why are the doors closed?
Quarantine. What else is new?
On which side?
This side. A freelancer brought in tainted cargo or something.
All right, then. Now what?
Well, there's always conversation with the charming fellow freelancer.
Of course, I didn't mean...
I'm a little cranky. I think the Sentinels take any opportunity to mess with freelancers.
Isn't it their job to protect the fort?
Yeah. I just wish... I mean, I was born here. Fort Tarsis used to be great. People used to look down on the fort because it wasn't Anthem or Freemark. But I think it was better.
But you were a kid.
Exactly. My brother Kismet and I used to climb that scaffolding just to watch the Striders come and go. Then the market would fill up with happy people and cool things to buy. It even seemed sunnier. Might be my imagination. Though it was before the Harder Age. So, poor Fort Tarsis. It's kind of a crap heap now. Not sure why I keep coming back.
Because you have hope. You know how good it could be.
Hope. This place sure needs a lot of it. I think I'm all out.
Not me.
Well, everything I own is on the other side of these doors. Looks like I'm stuck here. But you should save yourself.
Okay. Good luck.
I'm Freelancer Johnny, by the way. See you around.
Freelancers are what we are, our character, and in the tutorial, it's a very simple character creation process. You pick male or female, and then you pick from a list of faces. I'd say, I don't know, maybe there's like 30 of them, 25, something like that, and then
Look
you're
who's
in.
back in one piece.
So, did you expect me in more pieces than one?
You? Never. I trust you've brought me work. Always good to give your Javelin the once over after a run. What have you done this time?
Just my job.
Fascinating. I never would have guessed.
I just want to be sure everything's in order.
That's what I like to hear. Scars, beasts, relic-based nonsense. Can't be too careful out there. I'll run you some maintenance checks, make sure everything's humming. Won't impact performance, but I'll add moisture-wicking fabric to the internal padding while I'm at it.
Can't argue with that.
Why would you? If you're running headfirst into chaos, may as well be comfy.
I like the way you think.
I have my moments. Go on. I'll run the checks while you're off.
Alrighty, that is enough exploration, enough talking. We got to get into this gameplay. We got to find out what it's like to fly a javelin and pick our poison.
Owen, you need something?
What are you talking about? I just got a message from you saying to meet you at the forge.
I didn't send any. Why would I want to meet up here? Something's not right.
We needed to speak in private. My name is Tassin.
Do you always travel with a security escort?
Not always. The Sentinels have their uses.
Well, you make a hell of an entrance, I'll give you that.
I have a contract for you, freelancer.
I like to know who I'm working for before I take a job.
Really? From what I hear, Two of you will take about any job you can get these days.
What's the job?
An Arcanist has gone missing.
Missing? I thought Arcanists just hung out in labs studying Shaper relics.
Matthias Sumner was investigating some relics at a ruin near the fort. I need you to find him and bring him back home safe.
If he's still alive.
No one knows more about the dangers of Shaper artifacts. I'm confident that knowledge and his own resourcefulness will keep him alive until you find him. What do you say, freelancer? We'll make it worth your while.
Owen, looks like the freelancer's right again. Well, us, anyway.
Excuse me, I just got to... That is excellent. I will go and run my diagnostics. Let me know when you're ready to leave. It was a pleasure.
On behalf of myself and Matthias, thank you for doing this.
Okay, and if I have...
Find Matthias. Trust me, I'm a person you want to know.
Let's get into the Javelin. Let's get into the Javelin. Alright, we have a mission now. The Forge is unlocked. We can finally pick our class. Are we gonna go magic in the sky? Are we gonna go lithe and agile interceptor? Are we gonna go heavy Hulkbuster? Are we gonna go ranger? Let's boot this bad boy up and get onto it. You start with one pick, but you unlock more as you grow and as you gain levels. Right now, though, we have the all-important decision: Storm, Ranger, Colossus, Interceptor. Ranger, that's a generic standby. That's the guy you'll play in the demo. By the way, if you're curious, none of what I'm showing you today is in the VIP demo. That is a level 10 mission that has nothing to do at the beginning of the game and nothing in this video. This is all brand spanking new exclusive content. Ranger, though, he is out. Colossus is the big heavy. I'm never heavies in games. I never like to be the tank. I don't know. It's just not my style. He does have a really cool shield that he can run around and smash and crash with, but it makes it a totally different gameplay style because you don't have a default shield. Interceptor is very quick, very agile, the one to watch out for, but I think Storm is our dude. I think Storm is the way to go. I want to wield wicked powers from the heavens above. Lightning, fire, and ice. Does it get much better than that? I'll let you in on a little secret. No, it doesn't. The Storm is the Javelin, and that is what we are going to pick. Eventually you can try out all of them. You can switch and swap them around. Swippity swap. But level 1, it's got to be Storm. That's where I go. The sickest ultimate ability. It was between Interceptor and Storm. Interceptor does look really cool. I actually prefer the visual flare of the Interceptor suit more than the Storm, but I gotta ride the magic wave. So we'll choose Storm, and on with it. We can finally get in the opening story. Bits and bobs are over, and now we get to look at the loadout tutorial. So this is going to be a place we spent a lot of time in this game. You'll notice some interesting stuff here. Blast seal, focus seal, weapons. So these are kind of like our abilities. And surprisingly, you change these very frequently. There's a lot of variety. That was like a huge need for me. Destiny, I did not like the fact that the abilities do not change that often. I needed a ton of interesting abilities. So we got some frost shards, we got some lightning strikes, and then we also get to pick our weapon. Right now it's just a primary. We've got, of course, assault rifles. We've got pistols. The works with their stats and their slight differences. So we'll look and we'll see how we're gonna roll. Shotgun, not for me. I like light machine gun. It's got a really nice rate of fire. So I think that's how we shall roll. Now the support seal is going to be something to help boost your team. Don't have that unlocked right now. And then components are little buffs and boost perks. The other side of the equation is appearance. Now, it's pretty interesting because Anthem focuses on loot for your weapons and your abilities, and all of the cosmetic stuff is strictly cosmetic stuff. It's not found really in loot, and you'll notice here they kind of they have some epic gear to tease you and taunt you if you eventually get to that point. There's also decals, which are like sort of like paint jobs that you can put on your Javelin. You do have paint itself, which is going to allow you to change not only the colors, but the materials of the different pieces of your suit, which I think is pretty sweet. Messing like leathers and rubbers and then metals, very nifty. And if you go metal, like the color choices you have are more like copper or silver or gold. If you go like leather, then you can pick like pink, blue, etc., etc. So we'll go through and just show you guys a bunch of the options that they have here, the customization. You know, you can see even like the different metals have different types amongst them. There's also like a wear and tear category, so you can pick if you want it to be like weathered, if you want it to be very clean and brand new, exactly how you want this whole thing to go down, if you want your javelin to look shiny and fierce, or if you want your javelin to look rugged and thereby also quite fierce. I like to go clean. That's just the way I like to do things. I want it to look pristine. I want it to look like I am a superhero soaring through the sky. So we're giving our girl a real metallic feel. I do like some of these more unique materials here. Very cool how they look. I'm pretty darn impressed with the visuals. I think everything looks real good. And once we get into the world, we'll find out how those jungles actually turned out. I remember the very first demo of Anthem. I was like, dude, I need to play this. It's like flying through freaking Pandora from Avatar, except there's not a bunch of blue people. Well, there actually might be blue people. I don't know that yet. They're probably not the same blue people, but there might be blue creatures in this game. But instead, you're just flying and doing crazy stuff, blowing everything up, and sometimes working with friends, if that is your cup of tea. These campaign style things, like with Destiny's campaign, with Anthem's campaign, typically I like to tackle them solo style, just because then you get to do all the cool stuff. You get to see and fight and defeat all the cool stuff, and I don't know, I like taking ownership that I beat these levels and that I got through them. Hopefully you guys are getting a good taste of all this stuff. Just want to go through the options here, because I know that customization and cosmetics are pretty important. You can change the colors of all that stuff. I went initially with a very silver and black scheme, but later on you'll see that you can change it out and get like pink and neon. We got different emotes here, got landing animations, but let's get into it. Let's get into it. I know BioWare is story based, and they want to start things on the right foot and establish this world here for Tarsis, the characters, the freelancers, the Javelin, Anthem itself. But we gotta go. Let's start an expedition. Our first quest, I love how you jump in the back. I think that's such a sweet way to do things, and climb in and just absorb the suit onto your body. So here is where we can pick our mission. We can select our difficulty level, and we can pick if we want to go public or private with the matchmaking, and then we can dive straight in. I will start off on normal, but just to show you what we got going on. There's easy, normal, hard, and then there is Grand Master, and these harder difficulties obviously reward you with better stuff. They do dramatically increase, and they even show you like hard increases the health of enemies by I believe 52%, and then Grandmaster just takes that scale and stretches it. So we'll start normal. I think that's fair for the first mission. Are you ready to fly? Take a deep breath, because here we go. Javelin on, magic powers activated, and it is time to soar, baby. This is where the game makes or breaks it. Are you the next big thing, Anthem? Or will you tumble from the skies?
Here we are, Freelancer. You ready to jump in?
Yes, I am.
Well then, let's not keep that big bad world waiting. Our contract is to locate an Arcanist named Matthias. Tassin has given us the last location where he made contact.
And away we go. Boom. I love how you transition from double jumping straight into flying. Look at us, we're soaring, baby. Straight to the skies, down to the ground. We've got a meter there that we got to watch, but if you dive, you cool down and can fly again. So elevation is important in this game, and it's one of the rare cases where the opening trailer, that cinematic trailer jumping off that platform into the world, they actually did it and made it happen.
Not seeing anyone. Owen, anything?
Yeah, lots of broken equipment. Obviously Arcanist made, otherwise, no, nothing but the radio. And no Matthias.
Where is he at? It wouldn't be one of these games if you didn't hold X to interact at a pylon, huh?
Oh, hang on. Detecting another radio. Same frequency.
Must be more than one camp. Let's follow that signal.
Ooh. Destructibility on the little vases and the little pot. Actually, some health popped out of the pot. How about that? Nice pot. They also tried to put... Oh gosh. That's Lightning Strike. That was an accident. I'm so glad we checked out that power. I gotta see what these do. We've got Lightning Strike. We can fire Ice Shards. Dude, I love how far in the distance you can get that. There's our melee spinning with embers. Oh my god, it's so sweet. The flying feels so good. I wish I could hand you the controller so you could experience what this is. It's so smooth to go from jumping to flying. They nailed this. They had to nail the traversal, and they absolutely did. If something is going to elevate this game to higher levels, quite literally, it's going to be the flying.
We need to get to the location I've marked for better reception.
I think it's pretty hard to grasp, like, does the flying feel good from video?
Besides that Arcanists get themselves in trouble by being out here.
About Matthias.
Brilliant and reckless. He has a reputation among the Arcanists. Not a good one.
Having a bad reputation is chapter 1 of the Freelancer's Handbook.
It's pretty hard to tell, like, does it control well, but I promise you guys, like, this feels absolutely epic. It is so cool. This is the Iron Man simulator we wanted.
Matthias established more than one camp. Oh no.
Arcanists.
Yes.
Matthias?
No, he's not here. Look for anything that can help track him down.
Alright, so we got a little green indicator which points us in the direction of our hide-and-seek objective here. Look at the lighting glistening off my metallic suit. Pretty freaking sweet what they got going on. I like that a lot. I also like the sounds. Like, it's not just like you're a dude. Like, it definitely sounds like you are in a mechanized, just like war machine, right? Like, that's definitely how it feels. And you can just go anywhere so easily. Eventually, combat from the skies is gonna be sick. I hope that feels well. I hope the hover works well. Let's get to it.
That's where the signal is coming from. We can use it to help search for another camp. It'll take time.
Okay, get started.
Okay, looks like we're activating this.
Seems quiet out here.
Maybe.
Give me combat, yeah, baby, and away we go. Machine gun magic, and also some actual magic. Lightning striking and ice sharding. We are locking them in place and then bursting their bodies. There are just a bunch of little nice nuances. I love that you can, like, aim your magic so far in the distance. Like, that is so sick. It can be up close, it can be way off. You see guys running from you in fear. Boom, shakalaka, shock them straight out of existence. We can freeze and shoot for some combo craziness. It is such an awesome arsenal for the storm here. Alright, Scars. I think that's what these guys are. We are going to try and take them out. There's also a hive over here that I'm guessing is producing more dudes, but I just like messing with and learning my abilities here. You can see my health is now, though, suffering, so I should probably be careful. Yeah, we gotta get to those hives, but I gotta heal up. There's our shield, which auto regens health. You need to pick up from down enemies, but I gotta put the hive out of commission. Alright.
Radio signal?
Still working on it.
Sounds good. Take these dudes to task with the Ice Shard Blast. They kind of like home in. You kind of just like aim in mostly the general direction. But look at that. I feel like freaking Kraken from my favorite game.
Just fiddling with the radio signal.
You guys know what I'm talking about.
I understand.
My Evolve fans out there, say hi. I know there's got to be a few of you. Rip the dream. What Evolve to one day.
I noticed.
We'll live again, I'm sure of it. In the meantime, though, basically Kraken striking. No real ice being, you know, I guess there was some glacial behemoth action, but it wasn't this cool. So here we go. This guy with his little buggy helmet gonna get meleeed straight off the bridge. And I love that lightning strike. I like how like fast everything procs, how fast everything like queues back up and regens. You can just unleash. Look at that madness. Holy cow, this is the ultimate. And we go through an insane Barros attack, an electric barrage, and then a fire starter as the kiss of death. That's a triple jam of elemental awesomeness. You can move it around. You got a pretty good amount of time to select your target, so you can really either take it to a huge crowd of a bunch of enemies, or one specific tough enemy, or even move amongst a few scattered foes.
This is Arcanist Matthias Sumner. Scars have attacked my camp. Need immediate assistance.
Matthias, where are you?
He didn't hear you, but I think I found another camp.
Okay, let's go.
Away we go. So when you hover, you don't like use as much flyboot juice as when you actually fly.
Nothing. I just lost the radio signal. We need a signal booster. Wait! Found one.
Alright, sweet. Towards the marker. So you can like hover and fire for a lot longer than you can actually fly. Which is smart, because I think aerial assault is again like one of the things that will set this apart. Also, like, I like the little X. It's almost like, I don't know, it reminds me almost like anime, or like, I don't know, just like very like boom, like you got the kill, instead of like a little like confirm dot or whatever, or you know, numbers obviously pop, but then you also get that like that almost like super move X that takes over their name.
I hate those. Very unfair.
Alright, we got more dudes here. I'm gonna try to get extra above since I'm running this show solo. And it looks like we also get like a shield when we hover, or at least a little bit stronger shield. We got this orb around us protecting us with magic energy as birds fly by. It definitely has Pandora vibes. You ever been to Pandora in Animal Kingdom in Disney World, or you ever seen the movie? You know what I'm talking about.
Looking for a signal booster, right?
Yes, should be close. All you need to do is turn it on.
Like playable Flight of Passage without the insane weight. Alright. On foot. On foot feels good too, but flying's like the way to go. So epic.
Signal booster is working.
I'm heading up the stairs, hoping to find refuge. Scars in pursuit.
Matthias, he still can't hear us.
I've got a location.
Alright, away we go. I was genuinely so worried about Anthem. I walked into that room equally nervous, equally excited. Like, this is going to go one of two ways. It is going to feel terrible and feel like a misstep, and I'm going to be so sad, or it's going to wow me and make a great first impression, cooling on the water as I fly by. God, they nailed it, though. They nailed the traversal, and it seems like they nailed combat as well. It feels good. The guns feel right. Be curious to see how things progress. Obviously, repetition is a concern here. Spread some goo, grab some goodies. Eventually we'll craft our way into something better. The scope and the scale, so far so good as well. They're doing all the right things. I think this game makes a heck of a first impression. At least if you pick Storm. I don't know about the other classes thus far, but at least if you pick Storm, like, this is madness. That is a madness move from the sky.
He's not here. Wait, that's the radio we were following. The Scars were taking it apart. We fixed that. I bet we reached Matthias.
Alright. Gotta get this Matthias dude.
What's happening with the Scars?
A lot of
Something
them.
has them enraged.
The Scars are pissed off. Not quite sure why. Maybe it's because they got big old bug heads. I'd be pretty upset if that was my everyday look as well. Grab a quick reload. Watch out for these exploding barrels. Donkey Kong has taught me so much about barrels. Every game has taught me so much about barrels, so we'll stay away.
That seems to be the last of the Scars. Let's fix that radio.
What needs to happen?
Get me into the access panel, I'll do the rest.
Okay, done.
Starting repairs.
Oh, and that doesn't look like a repair.
Would you just let me? Ugh, damn it! Hang on, we've got company.
Can it be fixed?
Yes, of course. Just deal with the Scars, I'll figure it out.
Alright, let's take these dudes out. It's interesting, like, the visual art style of the game is like a hybrid between Destiny, Avatar, Horizon. I was actually surprised like how much Horizon influence I saw here, just in terms I think of like the giant like mechanized creatures, animal-y machine bits. It's nowhere near as like intense as Horizon, with an entire ecosystem of like you know, all these different animalistic machines. But you'll definitely spot some stuff. I saw one over in the corner there when we activated the radio. There's some stuff that's like, that looks like it was straight out of Horizon. And sometimes if you take a whole bunch of things and mix mix them all up, it creates a mucky smoothie. It's like gross. You ever made a concoction in the kitchen, force someone to drink something that you like, just put like a whole bunch of gross stuff in, like make your brother or sister like, taste this delicious drink. It can be that, or it can be really good if they know what they're doing, and if the gameplay loop is great, if the hands-on controller experience feels good. Maybe a mixture works out, and Anthem might be on the delicious side of that equation. We got a big dude here. I'm going to try to freeze him. My suit is extra cool, I think, thanks to the stream. So I can fly up if I want, but I'm getting some good headshots down here, grabbing some quick kills. Ammo doesn't seem to be a worry. So we are going to just keep firing from afar and dropping those lightning blasts in to try to get this guy gone. I love how hectic it is. I feel like they challenge you right from the start. Like, you gotta fly, you gotta hover, you gotta tackle a lot of dudes, you gotta tackle all your abilities, you gotta fire stuff, you gotta aim stuff, you gotta go AoE, you gotta go specific, you gotta go guns, you gotta go projectiles, you gotta go super ultimate mega blast. You gotta land, you gotta watch your flight meter. Like, it is a demanding game, but I respect that so much. I love that so much. I feel like so many games like baby you and just like gently handle you, and maybe even for the entire experience. But this one from the start is like, hey, this is a gamer's game. There's a lot of systems here. Get used to them. Flying around and shooting and hovering and elevating and, you know, controlling your pitch. It's a lot, but it feels great, and so it makes it like rewarding to get a hang and a handle of the system. And honestly, like, I'm already good. I'm already locked in. I don't think it takes a while to become an Anthem Flight Pro. I think they hit the system so hard that you can kind of just do it, which is huge. All right, let's finish this freaking fight. I'm fine on the health side of things, but I'm not fine on the amount of enemies that are here. Let's go ultimate and tear them apart. I'm surprised how quickly we got another one.
Let's take care of the rest and get back to the radio.
There we go, spreading those powers around and winning the entire battle. Mostly sure. I am absolutely sure. We took him out, grabbed a common item, a basic little piece of loot, and we gotta repair the radio again. Making sure nothing else was dropped. Doesn't seem like that big brute dropped anything, but I just want to be sure. Our sprint is kind of like a fly, so I'm not flying right now. I'm actually sprinting, but we're magic, so everything went cool. We David Blaine up everything we do.
Patching Matthias through.
I'm calling anyone in the area. I need help. There are scars everywhere.
It works. Matthias, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Thank goodness. There's no time. I'm hiding, but the scars are searching. I can see them. You must hurry.
Just hang on. We're coming.
Got like Locust Swarm, we got castles, we got freaking ruins.
All these stairs to get up here with an army of scars at your heels. Great things are possible, I guess.
You know, that's a tough design thing. You make a game where you can fly this fast, you gotta make a ton of world. You gotta build a ton of stuff, because if you could traverse it too quickly, it's over.
Matthias, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here.
I'm getting a read on his radio signal.
Are you okay?
A little banged up, but fine. You see that ramp up ahead? The one with the statue? Head up there.
Hello, Legend of the Hidden Temple. Feel like we're about to enter some Jungle Ruin game show, but sadly, that is not the case. Instead, we gotta find the trail to Matthias, the man of the hour. There's so many like glitzy bits.
Scars near you. See anything?
Got a few spots of trouble. Near misses. They're quite relentless.
All hail Father Hulkbuster. Thank you, thank you. We give you chocolate bars and Toblerone.
Wait, what's this? I found some canisters. Could prove useful.
Don't try anything dangerous.
Not to worry. It'll be a contained explosion.
I think you better hurry.
A little chest, a little bit of lost loot. Now it's found a new home. But yeah, like the particle effects are sick. On even just like our arc lightning attack, they look great. And then you see them in the world. Either stuff just like flittering in the light, or flames. All looks pretty good. Skateboarding through
That's for Matthias to deal with.
on our own shoes. And now take these dudes out. Get gone. Ooh, we got some exploders. Gonna keep them at bay. Stay away from my beautiful armor. Do not want you anywhere near me. Alright, a big indoor battle. It'll be interesting to see how, like, flight is indoors. Because, like, outdoors with the sky's the limit, you know, you're basically Buzz Lightyear to infinity and beyond. But what about when things get a little more narrow? How do the flight systems work? Because we're going to have to be on our toes, literally, in this situation. Maybe our tippy toes, but not off the ground as much as when we're outside. These dudes popping in. If this is some kind of super trendy LA dessert stop, we got to keep them out of here as best we can. I like your flashlight. That's very cute. Sadly, you won't be able to use it anyway because you're gone.
What's happening, Matthias?
Small crack. The scars walked right into it. I'll have to keep moving.
Like that combo there. I like how it tells us combos, like mixing the elements, mixing attacks, doing something that deals a little bit of boosted damage. I like that a lot.
Watch those hives.
Okay, we got hives indoors. How are you going to get your hives indoors? What the heck is this? Oh, they're sending choo-choo rockets at us. Little mines coming, scattering our way. There goes the hive. Let's get that gone. Shatter the Iceman, and away we go. Clear this thing out. By golly, there are so many and they just keep coming. Holy crap. They throw a lot of enemies at you early. Like, this is the first main mission. And look how many dudes they're throwing at us. Obviously, if we had 4 players,
Let's see to those scars.
you know, that'd be different. But, like I said, I am a lone wolf. A magical lone wolf. I'm a freaking magical wolf. Of course I can do things by myself. Flying through the big stone legs of Daddy Hulk. And finishing these dudes off with those ice blasts. I'm surprised that they let you like mix and match elements like that. And like I said, the game is like centered around having a bunch of different abilities. So hopefully we can grab some new ones soon and change them out. I'd love that. I'd love that so much if this game lets you just like flip through a booklet of abilities.
Just stay ahead of them. I'm nearly there.
Almost there, Matthias. But yeah, like a game like this, it's supposed to have a bunch of abilities, I feel.
Matthias, I'm in the tunnel.
You're close. Main chamber just ahead. It's incredible.
Like if you're gonna be a MMO-esque shooter online always
Seen some
thingy,
damage. Matthias has been busy.
give us some sick stuff to shoot. Ooh, I like this cave. Could walk it, but it's way too fun just to up and fly. Like the boosters give you such a good kick when you activate them. Like sprint into a jump, into a fly. It's so nice. Uh-oh.
Last hurrah. I'm out of surprises, freelancer.
Stay put. I'll keep them off you.
Much appreciated.
Goodness gracious. Look at that maneuverability. Flexible as heck. Doing all sorts of sexy aerial work with our Javelin. And now trying to just blaze this entire crew. And you know it's time to go ultimate when they group up like that. Stop having book clubs in the middle of dungeons, my dudes. What are you up to? We have to finish this fight and fast. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Who wants to get hit with a little bit of heat? It's cold outside, baby. That dude will swallow the entire flame himself. You are a lucky boy. You got all of my ultimate for yourself. Alright, we're not really taking that much damage. Lock these dudes in place. I love that the freezy bits do damage and lock them down. The scars are pissed. We're also pissed. Melee has a recharge, in case you can't tell. That's why I'm not spamming it. Little mine there going crazy. Love that the electricity can come through the ceiling. That's okay. It's not like it's cloud-based anyways.
I have to keep moving.
Can't argue that. Close quarters. Careful.
And close quarters indeed, so how do we be careful when our best evasion is, there is a dodge roll, it's more like a teleport for Storm, but our best evasion is to fly, so in these indoor environments, it's a little tricky. We got some big boys in here. I'm going to try to lock them down with that ice. Ooh, okay, that hurt. If you hit any geometry, any significant geometry when you try to fly, you just come crashing down. Like, if you can run through like a tree, but if you're going to just crash into stone pillars like me, then you're gonna go down. It's kind of the way the world works. Alright. Lightning strike sake. Good night. And let's try to freeze this dude in place. There we go. Now hopefully we can blast him out of existence. Come on, he's got so much freaking health. But it looks like he's about to blow. He's got those canisters on the back. Weak point hunting. is what we're after. Alright, there are a lot of dudes on my little mini-map indicator thing up at the top. I got a lot going on. It's interesting because it doesn't remind me of Mass Effect, but like in some ways you can kind of see how Mass Effect, like multiplayer and the system of powers there, kind of evolved into this. But like, let me tell you, I was a little bit concerned because I like Mass Effect and all, but I do not like, for the most part, the way that combat feels. I feel like it is not a smooth system and does not feel great hands on the controller. This is not that at all. You can see some influences, you can see some inspiration, but this feels like a legit shooter with great button action and great just maneuverability. It's snappy, and it is nothing like the Mass Effect combat in that way. This is legit what I wanted. And that's hopefully what that dude wanted. A fist in his face. We got another big boy with a flamethrower over here. So we are going to ultimate right into him. And that will be the end. I'm so sorry you didn't get a chance to use all your cool moves, buddy.
Yes, he is done.
But down we go.
Let's clean up the rest of them now, shall we?
It's interesting too, because like this world is so much more organic and natural than Destiny. Like there's so much more wildlife going on. And hopefully that pans out to allow for like a lot of cool enemies, a lot of cool environments. It's just more of a vibrant world, I would say. Like, or maybe just natural. Natural's the word. Biological, perhaps.
You should check on Matthias.
All right, I think we finally got everybody out of here. Whew. It's a lot of ammo spent, a lot of electricity spent. We probably have like the worst static finger in the world.
Here, right here. These scars. I don't know what to think. Arcanists and scars often clash over Shaper sites, but nothing like this. I must tell Tassin. Please, I need to return to Fort Tarsis.
Take him back. Mission completed. Grabbing our XP. And we're getting out of here. That's our loot. That's our dude. And we are gone. Ending mission 1. What do you think? I gotta say, frankly, I love it. That is such a good first impression. Anthem is killing it so far. Alright, mission complete screen. What did we get? Let's look at our wares, open our chests, and see what we have. Level 2 is where we ride. Playstyle metal, apparently artillery, is what I focused on. Completing my feats for a couple thousand XP here. 3350, that's going to take me to 3 and almost to 4. My Pokemon Master would be proud. Will I get new attacks, though? That's the real question. Okay, Elite Alliance bonus added. Alright, I'm tier 2 for that. I unlocked pilot level 3. Weapon slot unlocked. Okay, good. Now I get a secondary. I get a backup weapon. That's going to be good. I like that. Alright, let's take our skills back to the forge and hopefully pick new skills here. I am ready for action. Ice Blast. Oh, we got a whole bunch of stuff, baby. They are actually gonna get crafty with the abilities. Burning Orb. I like the looks of this. Arc Burst. So it seems like it's fire, ice, and lightning. But we can mix and match in terms of which one's the AoE, which one's the projectile / grenade. And hopefully have some fun with that. Alright, so in here we've got Flame Burst, Ice Blast, and Ice Storm. I like the idea of an Ice Storm. Lightning Strike is very cool. I love that you can move it around. It calls back to Evolve. I love that so much. Flame Burst creates a series of flames. Hurls Ice. Flame Burst, maybe we should go Fire. We messed with Ice. We haven't messed with anything Fire, so I like that look. Here we have Arc Burst and Burning Orb. Oh, okay. Maybe instead of doing Arc Burst, because this just fires a lightning bolt, maybe we can go Burning Orb, which is allowing us to throw rapid bolts of fire, or you can charge up for more powerful flame. And then if we go Ice, we got Stormer Blast. That's large chunks of heavy ice. Storm is more of a an AoE, so let's go there. We can mix up our weapons. We were using the Relentless light machine gun. So let's see. We're going to go Assault Rifle. We got heavy pistols. Let's go Assault Rifle as our main. We'll dump our extras. And then we can equip. All right, do I want to stay light machine gun? Let's go assault rifle. That's the right way to do things. That's my favorite kind of weapon. Okay, for our backup, we've got a machine pistol, got a marksman rifle, shotgun, heavy pistol. I want to see how the heavy pistol feels. I love heavy pistols in Destiny, so let's see if they can match that. Our number in the top right there, that's sort of our gear stat 11 right now. That's adding together all the stuff, our seals, our weapons. Can't do components yet, can't do support seal yet. Got our weapons in place, got our new abilities with fire, flame, action on the quick, and then ice blast on the AoE. You can make new loadouts if you want. One loadout works for me, but if you wanted to create like, oh, this one's very lightning heavy, and this one, I don't know, this is like my up close and personal class, you could do that. I feel like Storm should stay a little bit away, so shotgun's probably not for us. But if that's what you wanted to do, you definitely could get it done. All right, let's pop out of here. Put ourselves into another precarious position with tons of enemies and a lot of opportunity for ultimate aerial assault. That was really good. Giving BioWare a golf clap. Giving them a first 45 golf clap, baby. All right, we're back at Fort Tarsis, and it looks like our friend Tassin and Matthias are waiting for us.
Freelancer.
Thanks for the save. That trouble was unexpected.
You often hang around outside the walls like that?
Occupational hazard, but this was different. Something's making the scars more violent.
I think it's the Dominion. We think they're back. I'm sure you must know Freelancer Yarrow.
I think Tassin's right. This feels like before the attack on Freemark.
The one that set off the Heart of Rage?
I don't really know the whole story.
I do. Much of what I am about to tell you is not well known. My ward, Johnny, was there 10 years ago. She saw it with her own eyes. What you will already know is that Freemark was one of the great cities of Bastion. Ancient, proud, prosperous. But most important, it held the largest and greatest enclave of freelancers anywhere. The freelancers, along with the Sentinels, guardians of the walls, protected Freemark and its people from the chaos of our world. Until one day, the Dominion arrived on their doorstep. Cruel conquerors from the north. The Dominion, the Sentinels, and the Freelancers would make their claim for Freemark that day. Each group heirs in their own right to the legendary General Tarsis and her Legion of Dawn. One of our best, Freelancer Adams, led the charge as the Enclave leapt to meet the Dominion forces head-on. My Johnny says the army was massive. The Dominion was led by Dr. Harkin, a man never seen before or after that day. He came to take the city at any cost. So they fought. Outnumbered, outflanked, and outgunned. Freelancers fought. They did well for a time. But the walls of the Great Freemark did not hold. The Dominion poured in, Adams, with many freelancers, made their last stand outside the city walls. While some, like Johnny, stayed to help who she could. When, without warning, the doomed sentinels fell back. But now I tell you that deep in the city, Johnny discovered what the sentinels already knew. The Dominion didn't want to destroy Freemark. They wanted to capture an ancient Shaper relic that was protected deep inside the city. The Cenotaph. It seems this Dr. Harkin believed he had created a way for the Dominion to use the Cenotaph to control the Anthem of Creation itself. Arrogance. The Anthem will not be controlled. The terrible cataclysm, which was unleashed that day, destroyed Freemark, destroyed the Dominion, destroyed everything. That cataclysm became the heart of rage. Some survived to tell the story of Freemark, but not many.
Dominion must be back for a reason.
I clearly have more intel to hunt down. Come and find me later.
Yeah, me too. I'll contact you when I have something.
I'll be in the Enclave.
Sounds good, home slices. That Dr. Harkin dude, first of all, he should be named Groundhog Man, because he was only seen one day. But I don't know if he pulls influence from Resident Evil and Wesker, like with those biomutant type creatures, or if it's more of a Star Wars thing. Darth Sidious. He's got some weird stuff going on, though.
I figured you'd make your way to me soon enough. You're the new freelancer I've been hearing about.
Only the good parts.
Oh, it's all good. The fact that anybody's talking about a freelancer is even better. Name's Prospero. I'm betting you're the one I've been waiting for.
Yeah? Why is that?
You understand being a freelancer is more than just a job. It's about pride. Pride in doing something well. Pride in your Javelin.
Hasn't been much of that lately.
Intolerable. Who wants to charge into a fight looking plain and simple? What kind of statement does that make? Not when you could fly in looking like steel thunder come to life. A fistful of lightning in one hand and a hailstorm of pain in the other.
That's colorful.
Is what I do. When Lancers want to make a statement, they buy something special for their Javelin. Maybe custom decals or bodywork. I'm the guy they come to. Or used to. Hasn't been any demand. The Forge can't even build anything these days. I'm hoping you can change that.
How can I help?
We need to fire it up again. That takes Ember. And someone with the guts to collect it. If you can find some, I'm back in business. We both are. I'll teach you how to craft things.
Okay, I'll bite.
What I wanted to hear. You'll need to search for Ember outside the fort. Bring it here and we can start getting this place back on its feet.
Will do.
Alright, so we go grab these embers. Crafting will be unlocked. Sounds like a plan. Let's light the fire with Prospero. Pretty cool name. Kind of sounds like he's straight out of a Shakespeare novel. But you don't pick your name. So it's understandable. Whoa, that dude. That guy just came out of nowhere. That was kind of freaky. Did not like him. Just Fort Tarsis is a tourist trap. It's a tight fit, man. You gotta be ready to get all up close and personal with your Javelin as we squeeze in. This will be a free play mission technically, which is sort of like dump into the world. You don't have a set objective, just roam around and do stuff. I'm guessing that's where like the world events and like the dungeon-y type stuff will be. Let's throw this guy on hard and just see what that looks like for a little single-player storm action. And we will dive back into the world. What do you guys think so far? How do you feel about like the heavier story emphasis? I guess it's not that much heavier. Early on it was. But like going back to base and talking to some characters, I mean, they do say more, and it's done in more of a cinematic storytelling style than Destiny. But it's not like that crazy much. And the dialogue choices feel pretty inconsequential. It's more just choosing like a tone of a response. I don't know how much they actually alter or affect the plot itself. Probably none. How much they alter and affect the writing itself, I don't know. Are the responses that you get different, or is it just your character speaks something different? I'm not sure. But right now I just want to fly and shoot stuff, so let's go.
Check out. Let's find you something suited to your unique skill set.
Okay, understood.
Beautiful. I love all the goofy particle effects. They are so freaking pretty. There are other Javelin in the region. Other players. Toodaloo. I got some enemies down here. We got some weirdo crab-type creatures that we're going to freeze and then breeze with our bullets and our blasters. It is hard, so enemies are going to have more health. Also, this is free play, so maybe there's just bigger, better enemies lurking and looking. We're going to drop down into the water with a heavy strike. I didn't know you could do that, so you can just fall effortlessly. You don't ever take fall damage, but you can just fall from the sky, or you can hit a button and hit the melee button and basically do like a melee ground pound. Think of it like a Mario butt stomp. And by the way, did you notice our new moves? Ice blasting with the AoE and fireball hurling like we're some sort of dragon. I like this combo a lot, from lightning and ice shards to ice explosion and fireballs. Feeling pretty sweet. You can pop those off quickly. You got a number of them, as you can see. You queue them up, you can just hit them quick, and charging it doesn't use the entire set of ammo, so it's more about like, can you get the charge off than it is like, so if you want to use the charge every time, if you can, it's just like, it's more time consuming, but I think it behooves you to use that charge as fully as you can. Look at these beautiful waterfalls. Going down here to grab some more minerals. Ooh, look at these dudes. I like those guys. Little beautiful cabana bunnies. That's what I'm calling them from now on. Alright, something's happening down here. We got a flying orb of electricity. Is this... Okay, yeah. Am I shooting it? Is it just there? Is it just like an environmental hazard? Not quite so sure. Also, new weapons. Say hi. This treasure chest has been emptied. That is sad. Apparently I got... Oh yeah, I got an ember at the very early from that red plant. Okay, cool. I need 2 more. They're not marked on the map. I'm guessing we just kind of explore around, find them in different like plants around the area, or things that we shoot. That one is, I don't know, that gave some gunk. I don't like that. That was like a poison spray. Worst air freshener. This side, Pandora. All right. Make sure we don't overheat. Land it. I love the force. If this was on Switch, which it's not, by the way, but if it was, that HD rumble would feel so nice. Okay. We're nice and cool. Our suit is feeling good. Are you Ember? You are. Woo, woo, woo. It looked green, so I was like, grab that pea, baby. Put it in our mouth, and it tastes like Ember, so we are good to go. Look at this place. My goodness gracious. Hello, Ember. Where are you? Got some more of the crab. These the same guys. They're weird fish amphibian creatures, and I like comboing them. Charging up those fireballs. Boom. What do you guys think? Fireballs or ice shards? Lightning AoE? This heavy pistol does not pack the punch that I expected. Lightning or the ice AoE? What do you like better? I'm just excited that we're level freaking 3 and we're already switching abilities. That's pretty sweet. That's a good sign. Someone's firing something from the skies. I don't know if that's another Javelin or a bad boy. Alright, this heavy pistol does not do what I like, so I'm going to get that thing the heck out of here. We got an ultimate. Probably not worth it to use on these dudes. We'll just fireball and blast. Alright, finish them off. Ooh, we got an aerial escort. Hello, my flame friend. How are you? Oh, I wonder if we can ultimate in the sky or not. We got that dude with ice. That dude with lightning. Can we get the flyer? Where is he at? No, but there's some dudes over there. Alright, let's let loose a little bit of burn on the other side of this pond. We got a javelin there. Grabbing some goodies. And I like these dudes in the air. Let's try to take them out. Probably not as good from the ground. But we can't. Oh, yes. The fireball homes in a little bit. We get over there and say heated wings, heated steering wheel, heated seats. All three come in this package. The red are health, the blue are ammo. I believe that's how this is going to work. Alright. I don't know about these lightning fields in the sky. I'm not sure what we can do with them. I'm not sure if they actually go goodbye or not, or how that works. I got no idea. But we will finish off a few of these guys as best we can. I need another ember. I need another ember. Are you an ember? You are a turret. I will unload on you. Have some ice. Have some... Whoop. Missed fireball. Have some fire. There we go. That should be a combo. And now we'll just circle the wagons on this guy. I like that we can freeze his mechanized bits and he can't aim. Very nice. And, yeah, the whole thing explodes. They gave us the combo, and we're good to go. Challenge complete. Grab the ember, and we are out of here. Lighting a fire is mine. Hello, creepy sky electric boogaloo. I don't know why you're there or what you do, who put you there, how I defeat you, what the point or purpose is. But from the menu, we can go back and end free play. It also shows us a nice squiggly line of where we've been, which I kind of like. That's a nice... Oh, okay. What? A big shaper energy. I'm just trying to get out of here. Why you guys got this going on? Prospero needs the ember. Oh.
There's a number of shaper fragments in the area.
There's a world event. Okay. Recover shaper fragments for Arcanist study. Alright, let's go check this out and see what these are like. This might be hard, given that it's on hard, and that we're by ourselves, but we're going to see what we can do. How many of these terrible dudes can we tango with by our lonesome? Let's find out. A beautiful little enclave here. We're grabbing this fragment.
Good. Get to the next one.
1 of 6, thank you. 1 down, 5 to go. A hand. Okay, mines. Hi.
Mines. Sneaky.
I like me some mines.
That's one more.
Got 2 fragments. There's a third. There's also a third mine. I think a fourth, but we can just pop these guys. They can chain reaction. Uh-oh.
Have to find out what it is.
What's messing with my system?
Heading this way, and fast. That can't be good.
Nice. Hello, Hive. Alright. Ice Blast. Ice Blast. Like that we got multiple on the Ice Blast front as well. You got 2. Obviously, Arc Lightning was strong and so satisfying, but I like having more options. We just Fireball, Ice Blast, Fireball. The ferocity with which you use these things, it's incredible. I gotta be careful though. Too much ferociousness will get you slayed. And we need to let our shield regen here. Health is low, but I'm grabbing X's. Like this is some sort of spelling bee Scrabble showdown. Alright. Thank you very much. Ultimate is mine, and if I go up here, maybe we can use it on the big dude and help us grab the fragments. Let's go ultimate. Also, there's just so many bad guys that we can take down this big guy. He needs all 3. I was going to use it for some more in the area, but that leader, he was loving the elements, and so we had to rub his tummy with all kinds of flavors. Okay. Those fireballs, they definitely get the trick done, even if you don't charge them up totally.
Back in shape. Let's go.
Alright. They're retreating, apparently. We can go back to fragment hunting with our little green Wi-Fi signal indicator / GPS system. You think by this point they have better GPS, but I guess it's just like a ping. Less GPS, more of a little tiny ping. Alright. 4 of 6, 2 more to go. We're back in this corner here? Down here? Perfect. Thank you for the 5th. Where is the next guy? Any loot drop? No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, so we are safe on that front. Now let's just go back. Grab this. Is it just on the other side of this wall? Up on the ridge? Down by the wall? Down by the wall it is. Alright.
You've got him. I'll message the Arcanists. They'll want to know.
World event complete.
Wonderful work out there.
Free play event complete. Go grab the treasure chest. Almost complete. Thank you for the XP. And we'll also get some loyalty, weapon part, some coinage, and a little bit of common item duplicity. Alright. Now I think it is safe to head back to Fort Tarsis. We can end our free play session. This is the nice topographical map. You can see our little string that we left. Reminds me of Astro Bears Party. That's a really good game on Switch. Okay. Let's take a look at this map. It's very nice. Zoomed out. It's still very nice, but okay. There is a dungeon over there called The Dungeon. But let's get that out of here. Alright, I will bring us back to base. I will take us towards more Anthem. Which, I gotta say, like, honest to goodness, it is awesome so far. I can't promise it's gonna stay this way. But so far, so freaking good. Expedition complete, and as we XP up, I'm gonna wrap this video up. You guys want more? I'll bring it your way. Let me know by hitting that like button. It does help out a lot. Respond in the comments with where you plan to play Anthem and what you think of the game after a solid hour of the full game action. We're XPing up, we're completing feats, and so far it's a feat that BioWare has made such a solid product. We'll have to put it through more paces soon. Until that time, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Hope you're having a fantastic day and enjoying yourself. Super happy I can get this exclusive footage to you nice and early. Hopefully you enjoyed, and until next time, drink some hot chocolate. Thanks again, and we'll see you all later.